Okay, hello, welcome everybody. This is officially the first YouTube video I'm making, and I'm essentially doing it as a way to motivate myself, but also for you guys to follow along as I've been seeing these videos kind of pop up and be trendy. So I'm hoping, maybe you'll get something out of it, and also a way for me to talk to myself as I'm playing chess games, and so that I don't make a move too fast or make a mistake, and yeah, maybe you can learn from some of the similar things that I do and that you do in your games. So, just kind of a background and what this is for is well, I'm wanting to hit 1500 by the end of the year. I'm currently 1300, and my highest was 1406, I think. We can check it right now on the stats. Um, but yeah, so 1312. I hit my highest actually not too long ago, less than a month ago. So I definitely think 1500 is achievable, and if it's not, and if we do achieve it, then maybe I'll set the goal a bit higher before the end of the year. But yeah, I would like to see a 1500 rating. And this is in rapid, so 10-minute time controls, no increments is what I like to play. Find that to be the best. So yeah, kind of enough talking. I feel like it's enough. So we'll just hop right in. All right, so I'm starting off as white. I like to play the ready opening and then kind of transpose it into a Catalan. The idea with this is that it stops this move immediately, which would be the Ross Gambit, and it's a way to kind of just ensure that I'm able to get the D4 without this annoying move coming in. So yeah, so he's still kind of playing an odd, very like it's not going to be a perfect Catalan, but of course, the idea is to get this and then castle, and now we just kind of have positional play here. We can move this out. The ideas of taking the knight. That's fine. We'll just take his bishop. It's even better, honestly. And we'll just develop the knight. Okay. And so now is when we have to start kind of thinking about our first moves. He's been playing super passive, so when he plays passive with the Catalan, I'd like to kind of push and start applying some pressure to the queen side. Um, I mean, I could push up, but I don't like that. And then, of course, there's also just developing the queen and getting the rooks more active. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll get the queen off her starting square and put the rooks onto more active positions. Okay, so now we know, it's targeting that. I don't like giving up this bishop, but obviously, if it needs to happen, it needs to happen. This is a decent move here. It'd be kind of annoying because after takes. Let's move the rook out to d1 first. Okay, that's fine for us. And now we win a pawn. Our opponent is playing very fast. He's not thinking very much. Admittedly, we're playing quick too, but it's good to kind of think a bit more. I find myself not doing that enough. So anyway, we have takes. I mean, that's good for us. So I don't see why we don't need to overcomplicate things. Let's just, yeah. Okay, and he takes with this. That's fine too. We'll just take back and then take with. Yeah, and as soon as he threatens it, then we just want to move back. Game's been pretty straightforward so far. Alright, so now he's stacked, right? Obviously he's trying to threaten this, but simple move like that would block it with the pawn. And he's not too interested in taking it anymore, I would guess. A move, we got to look out for things like here, but again, this bishop is a really good defender. I could go ahead and play this now and just kick the knight. I don't know where he'll go. He may sacrifice. He could sacrifice. Again, I don't think he would have anything there. But as a current 1300, it can be a bit scary sometimes to see. But, let's not let fear rule our play. We know that I'm positive that would be a mistake. because he just doesn't have anything with his bishop defending. It's too strong to break through. Also, I mean, as soon as he moves his queen to take back, of course it'll be with check. We could just block. We could also just move into like here, and then we'll take these pawns and push. It's pretty straightforward, this game so far. Well, that's all right. We like straightforward games. Nothing too crazy. I started a second account. Yeah, so now he's just moved back, and now he's kind of just wasted a tempo. So that's good for us. Let's see here. What do we want to do? We want to push, but obviously, we want to make sure we're not pushing right into the queen. Let's just double this, threaten that. I mean, in the Catalan, the rooks like to be on the C and D files. We could also start thinking about pushing up with this pawn, eventually getting there, but I think we'll probably take and offer the queen trade. And we're up 2 pawns, so I think we'll do all right there. Yeah, I started a second account. I'm kind of like working my way up the ladder, so started in the, let's see, 400s, and I'm at 600. If you guys would be interested in seeing more play on the second account, which is a bit lower for me, let me know. Although I don't think it's particularly interesting. It could be interesting if you're wanting to do like a whole speedrun thing, kind of like what Hikaru and some of the other masters and title players have done. So yeah, I mean, I still like just offering the queen trade, taking that. I don't see really an issue with getting my rook up because these pawns are all very well defended in the pawn chain. Our bishop is providing a lot of protection. There's no open files, but let's think, right? So we'll go here, he'll go here, here, and he'll probably try and go here, but with this, we just block it off. We'll even be able to bring the bishop up and start thinking about moves like this. It'll be pretty close, and then we can bring our king around. Yeah, I feel like that's a good plan. I mean, just keep it simple. Don't see he's not threatening anything. With this queen, I don't even know what that move was for. Like, I guess he was trying to get a more active queen position with hopes of like here maybe. Yeah, I mean, okay. Just gotta make sure we're not gonna blunder, which is the name of my channel, and it's because I tend to be able to do that quite often. Quite good at blundering my pieces. All right, so we have like ideas of a back rank mate were he to do something dumb like this, and we could just take and then takes. Although actually it's not really a back rank mate. But we would be winning material or simplifying actually. Okay, so he's brought his queen down here. Target this piece. He'll probably bring another piece in a second. Let's see. We can move up here and then double the rooks. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I don't mind that. Because I like a move like this, right? Threatening to take the queen, but then after this, he'll probably move here, like I said. And we could takes. Now we still have to move, but if we keep the queen there, we're kind of putting some pressure on these pawns were this to ever go elsewhere. It gives me the option to kind of move around like that. I like this move. It's protecting, and it's also like if I want to push this pawn after, I'm going to have the X-ray protection. So yeah. Okay, so he moves his queen. Like I said, now we have this move, and we're winning a tempo. He decides to go up, then I think I'll bring my... Oh, actually, I could have done that move earlier, and we would have had a fork. But we'll see. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, let's just march on. As the French would say, either that or we could kind of force a queen trade, maybe? Could we? I think he still has too many open squares. Let's just march on. Okay. It's just a blunder. He just gave me his queen. I don't know what exactly he was hoping to get with that, but we'll take it. Queen's a queen. Yeah, now all we have to do is not blunder our queen, or even then, if we blundered, it would still be even. So, but yep. So again, you guys have seen this probably a million times by now. When you're up pieces and material, just simplify. Honestly, I could even offer my queen, and I still feel pretty confident it would be more or less game over. And he resigns. All right. We had a blunder there. You guys, if this channel starts taking off and you want to see like me kind of review my games, let me know. But I'm not particularly good at that or interested, so we'll move on. All right, as black, I play a King's Indian setup. Um, it's just kind of an easy setup. I recommend it for a lot of players, actually. But he's not really giving me the full King's Indian, but that's all right. We'll see what we can do. I play either the King's Indian or some sort of Pyrrhic variation. I don't really know how to say it properly, so don't crucify me for saying it poorly. Okay, now do we want to push? I don't see any reason why this move would be an issue. Looking to bring the knight out, maybe, although I'm personally not a fan of having the knight here when, like, this guy is not on the diagonal, because I don't like takes and then takes. I don't like doubling the pawns there. So usually I kind of like try and do an in-between move or something like this or this. Again, these early moves, not really worried about. It's fine. Just give me the tempo. We could take with the queen, but yeah, he's not going to play it. Okay, doesn't matter. His knight is blocked. He might, if he starts to do this, then we have to be aware that they can take that pawn, so we just push up, and that's a completely fine structure for us. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, and then like it moves like that. So yeah, exactly what I said. Just move it like that. Just can stop that in its tracks. Okay. I like moves. The knight here. We'll move here, and then we'll start pushing. And we'll just have a big old open side. I usually don't get, at my level, I usually don't actually even get to attack the king side. Even though that's part of the King's Indian defense. So it'll be cool if you guys can see it, because it's quite explosive opening. It doesn't seem like it because it's very slow. We're on move 11 and there's nothing very big happening. But you guys may be able to kind of feel it. I don't know if you can. I can. In the past few moves, moving the queen back to get on like this diagonal, moving the rook here, maybe come around here. I feel there's some tension brewing. If we see stuff start to mount, a5 is always a good move. It prevents this move. And then eventually c5. Let's see. I think we can kind of just ignore. I don't really know if there's any reason why we need to address this. And actually, I think even better, we can just kind of push up and give a threat here. And his bishop seems to be trapped. It does, doesn't it? Let's see what he does. If he takes, then we just take. And I think we win the piece. Yep. It's fine. Help me in my simplification. He may even try this, in which case this, and we're still threatening. It seems like our opponent's getting a bit desperate after this move. I don't think he actually has anything. This is just even worse, because now he's opened up his king side to some attacks with moves like this. We'll soon be kicking the bishop, getting our knight involved, our bishop involved, our queen involved. We'll probably want to get our queen first and then the knight, so that we're not blocking our queen. And the King's Indian, f7 is also a big thematic idea. And then also the whole, the h3. H3, it's usually actually a sacrifice. Not always, but sometimes it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, we almost had almost had a fork here. But maybe in another life. He's bringing his king forward. Interesting choice. It seems to be absolutely losing because the pawn is forcing this. After a move like here, we hit all the way over here. I mean, I don't know if we'll have a mate anytime immediately, but I do want to. I don't really want him running away, so just to stop that, we're going to go ahead and do it. Although it is a bit annoying because once I bring this in, it's going to be hard to kind of maneuver my queen to be on this file, which is, I think, where we'll need it eventually. So, also looking at this idea, it doesn't seem bad. He might be trying to do something like that. Do we want to go ahead and play this? And if he does this, then we just take that. Let's see. But if he pushes here, I don't think that changes anything. Yeah, I like that. Also, side note too, it's preparing us for this move. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I think we can just go here. And even this move, we'll just take and be up a rook. But it is annoying because I would like to get rid of this, and start having these threats. And this move doesn't exactly do it right away, unfortunately, either. This move does. It threatens this. But it's a bit slow because it's offering an equal trade, and I think it gives some time to do that. Which, again, we're not too upset about, but it's also still kind of annoying. I mean, we're still up, so whatever. I don't know if that. I don't. This is the difference. This is where, real chess player would know the best move, and I'm not entirely sure. This bishop's just annoying. And then it goes there, which, again, I mean, we could just threaten it, chase it around, because after they go there, then obviously it would just be winning the bishop. But that move's not scary because we have this rook here. Let's do it. Let's see what he does. I doubt he'll go back, but if he does, then I think that is a mistake. Yeah, okay. Just keep threatening. Neat move. Now let's see. Now we kind of have this. Do we want to play here? He takes. We move here. Threatening checkmate. He has to go here. I like that. Yeah. And then, okay, that's fine. You just take. And then I think we're going to sacrifice the knight. But let's go ahead and prepare the battery. Is that what it's called? A battery? I think so. Just move up. Ooh, you move. Yeah, let's sacrifice. I think that's our only move. There's takes. If he blocks with the queen, we have this move. If he goes back, we have this move. Putting him in check, allowing us time to get in. Actually, that's just checkmate. So he does neither. But I think that's not going to help him because, yeah, we have here. You can go to any one of these squares. You can't go to that square. You can go to this square, but after... Yeah, let's think about this for a second. But after this, I think it's just checkmate. Am I wrong? We go here, put him in check. Can't go here. If he goes here, here, then we have queen g2, and that's checkmate. He can't go back, obviously, because that'll be under check. This square will be unchecked, so then he has this move. But even then, is this check? No, it's not, because he'd be able to escape. We have to go here, check, and that's checkmate. Ooh, that's kind of a cool checkmate. He has blocks, but... Oh, he has blocks. But I don't think it matters. I think we just... Let's checkmate, yeah. GG's. 1 blunder. 0 mistakes. Not bad. Let's see. Do we have time for one more? What are we at? 22 minutes. I think I need to stop and make a new recording. All right. Hopefully for you guys, it's not a disruption. I had to stop the video because I'm limited to 30 minutes of recording, and we were at 22. I don't know how long these will be. I know longer videos don't always do too well. So if there's too much time in between the moves, you want me to really kind of get in there and start cutting the moves times, let me know. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I can try my best. Just want to point out in that last one, we did have a brilliant move. Never decides to load. It was that knight sacrifice on the was it the G4 or G5 square? I can't remember. Don't know why it's being so slow. Here we go. Yeah, one brilliant move. Look at that. I always love to see it. A miss was right there. We could have played it one move earlier, actually, and gone into the same kind of checkmate. So anyway, you live and you learn. All right, moving on. Let's try and get 2 more games in. I don't know what's a good number of games. Maybe 5 per day. Yeah, maybe 5. We're trying to hit 5. So yeah, like I said, they're ready. Again, it's just because when you're playing the queen's pawn, when you're playing that d4 move, sometimes they like to play. I don't know what this is called. Is it the Stafford Gambit? What is it? If you know, let me know. I don't actually know the name of it, but they like to play that move, and it can be a bit of a hinder. It's not really what you want to see, and this move kind of forces it because if not, then we'll just take and go back. There's even some gambit where they play this and they bring the knight out. And you can take all of it honestly, and then after just don't even worry. All right, so now we have 2 attackers. Just need to be mindful if he brings out a third. We might as well just go ahead and take. But for the moment, he's not putting too much pressure. Let's just go ahead and Fian Kiddo. I always thought it was Thean Kiddo when I first heard chess YouTubers talking about it, but I realize now it is Fian Kiddo with an F. So, word to the wise. Yeah, I don't know. When did you guys get started in if anyone's actually watching this, let me know when you got started playing. For me, it was during the pandemic or a little bit after. Takes what takes. He probably won't take, actually. He'll probably just sit on it for a bit because that's kind of a, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a weakness. So let's see. He's threatening here. What's the best way to defend this? We also need to be mindful and not hang our knight. Could just give up the pawn. Oh, that's not ideal. What is the best way to play this? We should have taken with the knight 2 moves ago. That should have been takes with the knight because now we have this pesky thing. We could do this, but then we're hanging a piece. There is this move, which is probably the best, and probably what I'll play, because I don't actually see another move that would be good. But now this is double attacked, isn't it? So we need to be mindful of that too. I think we're just going to have to lose this piece. This pawn. Yeah. Getting into early trouble. We could also play something like here, here. Oh, there. But I don't see much after the fact on how we can get this queen away. And then after this move, we're just getting kicked. We'll probably take, kick, and then take. Would be, I think, the right sequence. Let's see if we play this. He takes. I know in my head it's not correct, but so I'm just maybe not ready to give up the ghost because I like the fact that now we have here. We'll be getting the bishop back for whatever he takes with. I don't know. Am I crazy? Is that a bad move? Better just to play this. And after that, we have the same issue. But after here, we don't really have anything. Is the problem? Just defend. Giving up the pawn, but it's our fault. We lost it. So if he kicks us, that's going to be really annoying. Then I think we actually could go there, here, and then here. Actually, that wouldn't be bad at all. That would kind of, well, it would put us in the same predicament. It wouldn't really make much of a difference. So yeah, slight mistakes in move orders. If we would have taken with the knight first, we would have been all fine. I was thinking that usually we don't like that bishop anyway, the dark square bishop, and the idea is kind of to trade off early. Or it's a idea. It's not the only idea. But yeah. Okay. We only have one really good, decent move worth considering here. Although, again, like we could play that. But then it allows them to connect these two pieces, and I don't like that. I think let's just play it safe. Defends. Although, yeah. Losing it anyway, aren't we? Okay, now... Ooh, guys, this game isn't looking too good for us, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and protect this piece. He's probably not gonna let us castle. I guess it's gonna be a check. I'll block with my queen. Ooh, okay. Interesting. This piece is just hanging too, so... He hasn't castled yet, which is a benefit for us, but again, our whole look at just that in this isolated pawn. I mean, it's going any second, if not the next move. It is protected actually, so we have that going for us. Yeah, I don't know. Let's kind of do here and then get our knight out. See, this is the issue though. Sometimes, like I know I'm playing it, like I'm playing slow. This is a slow move. And it's guarding, puppy guarding like one pawn. It's really not ideal. Maybe that move would have been better. I don't know. After we go here, though, I'm pretty darn sure he's just going to take it. I don't even think we really want to trade off the queens either. So now looking back on it, this move probably would have been better than rook c1, but it's okay. Haven't lost too much like tempo or anything, I don't think. We could double, create a threat. It's not worth playing like hopeful chess, right? Which is when you're just hoping that they'll make a mistake. But, well, this one could be interesting. For example, if they decide to take, then they would be giving up. So they got to answer this, but just a simple move like that stops it. But then we can... Yeah. Would have been surprised if they missed it, but would have been nice. see. We have this move, which blocks this diagonal and keeps our light square bishop, which is a really what's the right word? I don't know the right word for it. It's really kind of a big help, like a benefit to have this. So I like this. I'm also thinking here if we could kind of threaten, because now we're guarding with the queen, threatening here. They can't go anywhere on this file or on this file. They have this diagonal covered. Obviously, any of these moves would be covered. So they would have to go back or here, which I don't think is a bad move. Versus and then being able to take, which again I told you for the reasons the light square bishop is very strong for us for defense. Let's go here though. Let's go here and see what happens after they go here. Actually, they can't go there. They have one move and it's here. We can kind of chase it around a little bit and see if we can do anything. Is blocking a good idea? Probably not. But we also have like this move coming in maybe. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Yeah, all that's blocked. I mean, they have one move just to go there. And then I think we can go. So always, maybe I don't want to give up that battery. Maybe it's like better to have this move. Put this rook on the open file. Now we have two rooks that are on semi-open files, and it's not our pawn blocking, which means they're a bit stronger because of it. Finally, we had our dark square bishop. I'm gonna skewer. All right. So now we kind of got to find a move. I don't know what it's gonna be. Obviously, let's not hang our queen, but I do like this threat, or even that one's even better, isn't it? We could take and then go there. Would that change anything? No, I think it would be better with the chance that they take with the queen. So yeah, let's take first. The issue is he just has king to e7 and then just chilling. But at least the knight's pinned. It's crazy the difference that two pawns can make. It doesn't feel like a lot. Obviously, this is hanging, but if he decides to ignore that, I think we'll be a lot better off. My guess is he won't. Of course not. Why would he? And now I think we can go here and start with some shenanigans on the square. It's too early to start with shenanigans. Just pin it. Probably. Feels a bit early. Premature, I should say. I don't see any big threats. It's a decent little pawn structure, little castle. King in the castle, king in the castle. Horrible but right impression. One thing we gotta look out for is, of course, the rook and the queen are on the same line. But we could just do a little check. Check. Really want to put some pressure on that knight, but I don't really have any means available. I mean, that's two moves away, and it's just too slow. Not too worried because he has to take with queen first. If I could do something like... But now he's gotten out of the pin, right? So if I go here, it allows him to play this move, which betters his position, so we don't want to do that. I mean, we just kind of jump the knight around a little bit, see if we can make something happen. It's crazy. I mean, seriously, you make like one mistake, even at like 1300 level, and Just feels like you're paying for it for the rest. I like this move though because it's going to give us this threat. And now if he plays this, we can take. And then no, we can't take. What am I thinking? Maybe it gets our queen off of the diagonal. We could play something along this line. Obviously, we'll have to move. Actually, yeah, maybe we'll be able to. Depends on where he moves this queen. Also, this move. Maybe this is a bit better than this, although I still don't really want the queen to be on this diagonal because after it takes, and it's going to get kind of odd. Okay, he just pushes forward. I mean, we could just go with here, but what are we doing after he kicks us, right? That's going to be the next move. And then, I mean, we're just going back here, I guess. It feels like we won't really have done anything and wasted a lot of time. But maybe not. Maybe we can bring this forward with the queen protecting. Or maybe we just go ahead and threaten the queen now and then look at that move after. I don't think that's such a bad idea. He's probably going to play here and is looking to do this. If he plays there, I think I'll just do a preemptive g2 just to go ahead and get the king a bit more active. Although this move also just kind of is annoying to deal with, but after he brings the queen there, it's going to be a pain. Okay, he doesn't. So what are we trying to do here? We're trying to win, obviously. That would be a mistake. That would be a blunder. Just bring it up. Just march it up. Probably go here, maybe. He doesn't. I don't know, guys. I mean, at the moment, I feel like I'm just kind of chasing the queen around. Don't really have any better plans, unfortunately. And so even a bad plan is better than no plan. But at the moment, I'm just trying to create some sort of advantage, and I can't really seem to get much. Obviously, he can't go anywhere there. He has to bring his queen back. That's good, though. It's not bad, I don't think. Let's try and get our knight out of the way while we can. Oh, we got a minute left, and I just blundered the piece. Pawn. I mean, not a piece, but... Oh, he doesn't even take it. Okay. Let's play this. And we're going to get the rook back on the c-file. Fortunately, I think we're going to lose on time, even though I do think our position is 100% losing anyway. Time is going to be the killing factor. Which always kind of sucks. But that's what happens. Part of the game. But now he's giving us a nice little outpost for our knight. Try and play quick, think on his time. What are his moves here? I mean, he could just, but it's not good. I do like this little outpost. I mean, that's a good position to get the knight in. He can't really, I mean, he might do this, but again, we have this targeting. If I were him, I would probably be looking to get my bishop a bit more active, like this move. Okay, he's going to try and reroute. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Because after it plays here, he's going to go here and challenge. Don't have to take. Yeah, exactly. Got 20 seconds left. I think that might have been a mistake because I think even after then I can't take because takes. Now he's taking a check. Unfortunately, that's game no matter what. Yeah. Now he's just up a rook. So GG's to him, but I still like to kind of play him out as much as I can. Make him do it. Checkmate. All right, yeah, a few mistakes on that one. Just unfortunate. See, hopefully I got time for one more game. If this cuts out mid-game, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. The last one was a long one. So here we can start with knight to f6. He's kind of having the king's Indian set up, so we just play this. Not really too worried about that, but now we can kind of do our thing. It's king's Indian if he brings this in, which he semi does. Not enough. We're going to start looking to blow the center open, bring this in. So if we have that, we have takes, and then, yeah, it's his turn. So if he brings here, then we just take. And then we probably want to move out to like here and takes, because now we have the bishop covering. Some people play this first, but I don't like this, especially not in this position, because the knight likes to go to e7 after. So if he doesn't take right away, then we'll play this, but he does. So we can take it back. I guess this will take queens. He doesn't. So I will. Will I? I don't know. I feel like it lacks kind of explosiveness when the queens are gone. I don't think this is a good move. So, well, I don't think that's a good move because now it's just going to get the bishop in, but it's targeting him. And then maybe I'll just go there. I'm just going to do it because I would like to keep the queens on. Because I feel the games are more interesting and I don't want to bore anyone. As if chess isn't interesting enough already. There's always like little ideas of going here and then here, but you know, a6 is whatever. Okay, doesn't do it. It's fine. It kind of just stops all of it together. Although now we have to go to a6 or move our piece again. It's okay. I think he still hasn't castled. We're doing fine. Prevent the long side castling. Not that it really matters if he does. I mean, he could if he really wanted to, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Just because. Right in here, and honestly, I think trading off the bishops is fine for us. It's not better. The bishop pair and this endgame, I think, is going to be kind of open, so we need to get that rook to the d file. Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. I don't blame him. I would not want to either. Let's get the rook to d file and target this. You're going to have to move back or protect it. No, can't really. It's not a good move. But here's okay. We'll have. See how many defenders we have. He has 1, 2, but he wouldn't. I don't think he would take that trade. So we'll see what happens. When in doubt, push the pawns. It's kind of odd because usually well, I guess it's not too odd, but you hear a lot about like pushing pawns on opposite ends when they castle. It's kind of weird to be doing a pawn storm on a side that has no king. We can just go here, I think, and enjoy kind of being in a good position, but yeah, that's not so good, is it? I actually don't like the looks of this move regardless. So how can we stop it? Maybe we can't. Maybe we need to kind of rethink the way we want to do things. I'm not particularly good at I mean, I'm decent at endgames, but I think I'm not extremely strong, so I don't know if I want to trade all the pieces off. But again, I like kind of getting rid of this threat and just having a knight in a really good position that hits, you know, 8 pieces. I think they call it an octopus knight or something like that. um, so that's not a bad idea. Fortunately, though, I think this video may cut out, and if it does, I'm going to be really sad. Yeah. Got about 5 minutes of video left, so we'll see what happens. I think in the future I'm going to look at live streaming, but you have to like sign up for it or something. All right, so this is an interesting move. Let's see, what do we want to do? We could bring our knight back. It's still protected. It also takes, threatening to take again with the rook if they decide to take, which would be a mistake on their part. I'm not too, I don't mind this because if we're going to get him to double his pawn. So I think I'm just going to play this. Hope take, and then we'll see like that. Maybe move here, which I don't love. But you know what? Our knight is really good on this square. Moves there. See, this is what I mean when I say I'm not very good at games. Like, if he moves there, I don't know the proper move to play next. Which, maybe it's A8, but again, it's not a good idea just to have the rook's sole duty being to guard this. I think he missed an opportunity there. I think that was a stronger move. But better for us. So, let's see. Where do we want to place the rook? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just want to push. And then something like this. But we got to be mindful of that. If we push first, though, we have our rook guarding this. If you were to take, then we take, and then they take, but we take. So that's fine. Yeah, I like that. It's good enough. That way, if there's any sort of... I mean, it's going to take him a long time to get back on the open file. I can't believe he moved from the... should just take the open file next move. Well, no, not next move, because now he's threatening something. Just going to defend if you want to come get it. But now I can... now I can just have this structure. And it's a good structure. Although I need to kind of figure out what I want to do next. So let's see. If this is where kind of we need to think for a second. Because if he takes, then I have this with check. That's really good for us. If he does nothing, we still take and we win. If he takes with the rook, we win with the rook. I don't see there's a way in which we lose this exchange. Because if he takes, then we take. Yeah? If not, then we're going to be up a rook at the end of it. So, yeah, I think that's the best move. One thing to think about, and I didn't think about it there, and it would have caught me off guard if not, is that I didn't think about checks. That could have been like game ending if I hadn't thought about that. All right, we're on move 26. I got like 2 minutes left before the time limit's going to cut me off. So if we get cut off, then I'll process this video and go back and finish the game in a review, just so you guys can see how the rest of the game went. But this is going to be the key moment of this game. This is going to be probably the defining moment, unless I've just like mistaken and miscalculated something. I think after this, we're going to be up either a rook or I think we're going to be up a rook. Yeah, I really hope it doesn't take too long because I think this tactic is going to be interesting. Because, for example, he does nothing, right? If he just moves here, then we have this. If you go here, check. Yeah, it's gonna get it's gonna get interesting after this one. Um, hmm. The problem with not having the means or really motivation, or not even that. I mean, this is my first YouTube video, but spending a bunch of money on actual good software instead of the Microsoft Monkey. What is it, Clipchamp? Yeah, yeah. He's thinking a lot about this, so I don't see there's a way in which he wins unless we just make a huge mistake, which is completely possible. So yeah, I'll make one more video because I plan on doing one more game. I'm gonna try and do 5 games per thing, and yeah, cutting out this like downtime might be interesting for the viewers because this probably isn't too fun to watch. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. All right, good news. I can actually make a new one and not lose my other stuff. I hope, because if not, I just lost the whole game, which is gonna suck. But that's fine. I'll make a new one. All right, so he played king. This is an interesting move. I think it was probably the best move in the situation, but taking with checks to me always seems like the best idea because after takes will be up a piece, but also we could just take this and keep the rooks on the board. Like I said, then he'll probably move in here with the idea to kind of make things equal and get the king involved. But after this move, remember this is defended with this. He's going to have to move to like one of these squares. But then I don't really know how we get the. But then we can just move back, and then I'll just move back. So I think takes for check is the best, and we'll just be up a piece. And the rook's in a good position, very active. We'll immediately be able to do. Yeah, protected. This nice pawn chain. Yeah, that is going to be the one annoyance, though, isn't it? But it's fine. Like, I mean, he can't even really push this pawn without us taking, so that's fine. We just get this pawn active, or get the king active, and try and block off his king. Ooh, yeah, that's a mistake. Yeah. King is way too active on the board. It's fine. Just take. He's gonna push. We'll go down. Still have that. We still have that. Yeah. I'm not worried, guys. We got this one. I mean, I could even. Do I want to? See, I don't know which one's the best move. I don't think it's good to just let him push me like this. I think it's better to go down. And I think I think maybe we go up. Yeah. Maybe we go up. Why? Because this is covering this square no matter what, and it mitigates the king activity, and we just have this, and we're going to make a queen, and then we're going to win. So, I mean, I feel like that's the cleanest way to convert it. That's fine. He doesn't want to. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna not stalemate. Sorry, I know I'm taking a while for this. I just really want to make sure. We'll just play this. I know he has a ton of squares here, and go here, and I think that's game next move. Yeah. Okay, that was a good game. Says we have 3 blunders. But I felt like we found a good tactic. That opening was scary, wasn't it? All right, last game. Last game of the day. So he plays that, so we can go ahead and play the perk defense. Okay, extremely aggressive. Fine. But it's going to kind of put me into a weird game that I don't actually get. Like, I don't get that line much at all. So, I don't know if he's trying for like some sort of fool's mate, scholar mate. I don't know which one it is. But he brought his queen out early. To me, felt early. Which we know is not always the best move, or an interesting tactic at least. Let's see. No, I don't really like this. I think I'll just develop and defend. What is he getting at? It's just. I'm not even. I mean, I think I'll just let him take me. I don't see. There's no reason for me to let him get that knight into a better square. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you hear my dog. You may hear my dog rolling around on the floor. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, what? I don't know. He's playing extremely quickly, so hopefully we can punish something. Yeah, let's just go here. Let's just be annoying. Okay, no, I don't want to give up that. It's not a good trade for me. Now that we have this here, we can start looking at. Oh, for fuck's sake! Actually, it's fine. Fork, but I did not see that, and it's like going to ruin our pawn structure a little bit. But yeah, that was kind of annoying. Yeah. What the fuck? How did this happen? Should have thought a few moves ago, I guess. But I was like wondering if there's some sort of like, but nah, I doubt it. Yeah. So okay, he's obviously going to get this. We're going to take back. That's fine. We got to start thinking about ways that we can kind of make some sort of counterplay, right? I like just queen here, preparing double defend this, but it's also close to this, and we can start looking at like pushing this pawn. Seeing what happens. I think that's a good move. He's going to take, so we'll take with the bishop just to have that open file. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey, it's called Slate Blunders for a reason, yeah? Alright, give him a penny, they'll take a pound. This dude's being a fucking nuisance, man. Double forked. That's embarrassing. Especially since we played like a decent game last time. This kind of sucks. Hey, whatever, dude. He's playing so damn fast. How has he not made a mistake yet? It would be nice to do the same and not make a mistake too. I want to get this because I like here seems a bit annoying to him. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't even get to do that. I'm not wanting. I don't want to trade my pieces because at the moment I need them more than he does. All he has to do is trade off and convert. The good news is we're still kind of mid game, which means these aren't too active yet, but these are going to kill us in the end game. So we don't want to get there. Is kind of my point. Do I prefer to be on this diagonal or this open file? I think the open file is better. I don't know if it is. It just feels like it. Again, I don't want to that's just a bad trade. I mean, it's just bad. Let's not do that. Shit, was I on the light square? I could have looked at moving the knight out here first. It's also stupid. Let's see. Is this a good move? I don't think so. Because again, for the same reasons. I mean, it's not providing us with anything of value in return. Let's see. Maybe we just push. Yeah, just try and weaken his. Because I don't really know what else to do at the moment, other than, I mean, this square looks kind of weak. If we could get there, we could take all but one. Just gonna ignore it. Pretend like it doesn't exist. Yo, this dude doesn't get it, bro. I'm not trading with you. I don't know how to not trade with you the best. I really don't like this move because it gives him. It allows him to force a trade. So I'm gonna go here. I really want to push this. I want to knock this off because, I mean, this is a triple fork right here. You're playing any sort of Fian Kiddo on the king side. Don't ever underestimate this guy's strength because it's super strong. All right, you're just going to target this. Also, go back to protect that. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Awesome. And proceed with the plan. See what happens. Or it should be something like that, and then he'll move. We're just activating these though, so I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good plan. But hey, what do they say? Never admit that you're wrong. Isn't that a thing? Never own up to your wrongdoings. Seems like it could be a thing. All right, now I'm curious if we take back or if we go with check first. I think if we go with check, it gives them the option to block, so let's just not do that. Damn, I wish I was able to get my bishop over here. It was almost a crazy tactic. If he didn't have this and this, just sack the queen, but for momentary. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie, we're not looking so hot, are we? We're not looking too good. But I think that's our best move in this position. I mean, like, what is the difference here? This is kind of crazy to me. A 5 minute difference? Like, he's played all these moves in a split second. Have I just played that bad? I don't feel like I played that bad this game, but I don't know. I'm just praying he makes some sort of quick move and messes up. Praying on your downfall, my friend. Um, yeah, I mean, we could still check, but again, why? Like, to do what? What's our purpose? We don't really have one. Um, but one thing I do like is this is all kind of blocked off, so he's going to go to one of these two squares. It's probably going to be this one. Again, if I could get that rook over here, it would be really useful right about now. But that gives us like time to play this and then potentially that. It's not much. But so we said we were going to, or do we want to give him the option? I mean, if he goes out, he can't go out that way. But if he goes here, we give him the option to kind of move closer. Put his king more central. That's not good for us. We need to go here. We need to start making moves quicker too. Yeah. I know I said to go here and eventually look into something like that. Is there anything to be worried about this? I don't think so. I don't feel too worried about that. Probably naive on that stance, but we'll just see. Just have to see what happens. Yeah, I mean, if I could just get one check in, but fucking. But this is now pinned, isn't it? I pinned before. That would have been taken. Yeah, this ain't looking too good, guys. Got no moves. None of my moves are good. Big ol' L. Just kind of see if we can get him to. Checkmate. I mean, we gave 4 blunders, but like, I mean, after that, but like, also too, he played so quick, shockingly quick. Let's see where it said. Yeah, so that's best. So where did we mess up in the opening? I think was it really to push the queen because we just gave him this? Oh, yeah, true. And yeah, that let him. No, it wasn't even that. It was it. Nah, we played bad that game. We played bad all around. He played really good too. He played really quickly. Wow. So that was a missed win. Why? Did we force the bishop back? It doesn't even seem right. I mean, like he could just take and then take. But takes. I don't know. Sad one to end, but 3-2 today is all right. We gained some points. So yeah, not going to be playing when I'm not recording. I think is kind of the goal for this. So yeah. All right. Hope y'all have a good evening or morning or whatever time you're watching this on.